So, it's a weird time to be alive, granted, and it's grinding some of us to a halt. There is a lot of weirdness going on. We're in the middle of a crisis. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of scary stuff happening all the time. And on top of that, there's layoffs, there's furloughs, there's quiet times, and people are just in general behaving really weirdly. People are behaving great too, and it's all very confusing and all very uncertain. And it's very easy during this time period to totally lose your purpose and your sense of direction for what you're aiming for. But quite frankly, right now is a time for growth. It's not a time to be sitting around and, just moping about the situation. And yes, there is depression in there is an anxiety in there's all those uncertain things. But you have a decision to make right now during this time period, because we know that this time period does end. We know that there is an end point where things will get back to some semblance of normality. Whatever that normality looks like, we will get there at some point in time. And you have the decision to make that. What do you want to look like as a business, as an employee, as a person? What do you want to look like by the time things start getting back to normal? And whatever you want that to be, what do you need to do to get there right now? So now is a fantastic time to start learning how to do those things. Write that blog that you wanted to write. Build that email list that you always wanted to build because you knew that it was necessary for the business. Nurture those people, engage those people, read those books, upskill, learn, and grow during this time period. Use this to get ahead of the competition, because other people aren't going to be utilizing this time in a fruitful manner, and those that are going to be utilizing this time in a fruitful manner are going to be far ahead of everybody else. So what can you do right now? What can you do to grow? What can you do to upskill? What things can you learn how to do that were totally different from what you did previously, but would be a great feather in your bow? What skills do you need? What skills do your team need? And what do you need to actually do to be getting ahead in this time period? So I'd love you to inspire with action. That's what I'm wanting to do with this video series. I want to get the message out. So tell us. Just tell me what you're up to. Tell me what you're learning. Tell me what that book is that you were desperate to finish, or what that course was that you wanted to do, what that new skill was that you wanted to learn. So I know for me, I'm going to be using this time period to get back to doing this, creating content, which is something that I really, really love doing. But I'm also using the time period to write book number 2. So I'm not saying that it'll be done by the end of this time period, but I'm using it to upskill, and I'm using it to grow and to move things forward. And I'd love it if you did the same. So let me know, what is it that you're going to be doing to make yourself better effectively? And as usual, if you're a little bit stuck, you can always send me a message, or you can book on a free marketing therapy session if you've got marketing related questions that you'd like us to answer. Please utilize that free resource. It's there for you during this time period right now, so make use of it. We also put together all of those resources, so feel free to go ahead and download those resources, make them your own. There's loads of stuff like worksheets, there's checklists, there's cheat sheets, there's loads of resources and videos and webinars, all that good stuff put together to help you achieve your goals in your marketing automation, especially right now when stuff is really tough. So go ahead and use those, but stay safe. Stay engaged and grow. Use the time that you've been given.